How do you feel the season went?
I think as a whole we've got to be very happy with finishing hopefully 12th, possibly 13th. With a very difficult start, we had seven games and played what ended up to be the top 5 in the first 7 games. It was a very challenging start, but it also brought us closer together, brought the young lads closer together. So, although we had a very challenging start, the season as a whole has been a success. I say we know what we are as a club. We know we're in transition, but we are moving forwards, and we've had a good season compared to last season. It's been a very positive one.
Do you feel there is something you or the players could work on to improve for next season?
I think we need to bring a couple of new faces in. I think we need to add some more goals to the equation. But again, we've built quite a new side again this year. So what we would like to do is progress with the players that we've had used this season. Use that as a great foundation, and then we will add a few more. So just the time and the development with the younger group of lads, training sessions will naturally progress us as a group.
If there is anything you could have done differently this season, what would it have been?
Done differently. A few games that we've lost this year. We've been very disappointed with, and it's whether it's come from me or whether we've not played well as a group. There's things we need to work on, and there's things that I would change for next year. Maybe tactically, some games we didn't quite get it right, but as a season overall, we're very happy with how we've turned out. So. As long as we use this as a stepping stone, and as a club we continue to progress, then I don't think there's anything I would go back and change, because it's all been a learning curve for a young group of lads where more than half it's their first year in senior football.
Okay, you were talking about progressing forward. So how does this season compare to last season? Because I know last season was your first season being manager of Lutterworth.
Yeah, so first year at Lutterworth was obviously that was the year when I sat down at the start and it was just me and Warren, and it was always going to be a massive challenge. So last year was all about just staying up, just surviving, just keeping the club going, and then this year it's been much more about progressing young players, creating foundations for a club to build on and improve on, because we know what we are in a club. We're not one of those clubs who's got massive amounts of money and we can just bring players in left, right and centre. We will look for youth, we will give people opportunities, and we will develop younger players into hopefully improving in regular step 5 players, and maybe progress forward into step 4 or step 3.
What do you enjoy most about the club?
Togetherness. Lutterworth is a family. I know that sounds cheesy and whatever, but the togetherness is brilliant. We celebrate hard every single win. Every single win we have win, lose or draw. We have a conversation after the game on the pitch, and then if we win, we come in the change rooms and we have a good song together, and that's been outstanding, and that's been something that every single player, young or senior player, has all brought into and helped us enjoy our wins and progress throughout the season.
What's your highlight of this season?
I think getting to a stage where I had massive confidence in the group of lads. So going into games really expecting us to play well and win games, and going into last season, as we know, it was a real hard challenge, but this year, especially through the middle period and towards the end of the season, we really had that mentality that we could go out and beat anybody, especially at home. We were fancying anybody at home. And apart from Wellingborough twice, who are worthy champions, nobody else came to Dudley Way really and had it easy. And I like to think we held our own when going away from home as well.